Hi everyone, I am Erika Zulub and my partner is Adi Chale Perez, and today we're going to present our thesis. Our research is called How Students Are Learning English After the Pandemic COVID-19, the Impacts and Challenges. In this presentation, we're going to explain the introduction, the objective, our research questions, the methodology, and finally the procedures. Firstly, to introduce our topic, we're going to explain the difficulties that students dealt during the transition of learning a second language during the COVID-19 pandemic. Students were flipped to a new modality and did online learning as a new teaching technique, which teachers and students were faced to work despite they may have been ready for it or not. The main objective of this study is to know the proficiency that students have acquired or maintained in the English language during the COVID-19 pandemic through the new modality of teaching learning. Some of the research questions that we will use in this study is: do secondary and high school English learners have higher or lower proficiency after the COVID-19 pandemic? And the second one is: do secondary and high school English learners experience a different development through online classes than face-to-face classes?
Now I'm going to talk about the methodology and research approach and design. And this research gave great importance to giving depth relevance to the knowledge of language learners in their contextual situation. And in this study, an exploratory sequential mixed method will be used for the students. First, we're beginning with qualitative research, and this explores the views of the participant, and then the information captured and analyzed will be used to build into the quantitative research. And this research, like I mentioned, gave a great importance to the students' in-depth understanding of the different contexts on the online classes among English students from school Centro Escolar Escocia who were studying during the COVID-19. And the research participants, the aim of this study is a mixed method. One is the exploratory sequential, and participants are between 13 to 18 years old, and they are a representative sample from different levels, such as secondary and high school for a private school. And data collection, um, the this investigation involved collecting data from young students from secondary and high school. And for the aim of this study, we use three different instruments that will help us to collect all the data. And some examples are classroom observation, an interview with the students, questionnaires, classroom observation. And first, an interview with the students was carried out, and for the questionnaires, we ask for permission from students and the principal, and then the classroom observation are going to conduct an official document because we have to ask for permission from the teacher to observe his class. And the instrument will help us to analyze and understand the way the teacher impart or give the class and the development each student is doing during the class. And finally, the procedures followed is in order to achieve this study was to create questionnaires to have an idea of how to create good questionnaires and to be easier for students to respond. And we're going to intake and investigate in books and articles and websites to have a deeper and better knowledge, and also recording students' voices, because in this In this way, we are going to save all what students say during the interviews and is useful to analyze the information. Also, we will create surveys and we're going to use them with the students to know and identify the knowledge and comprehension has each student has been processing and remembering. We will observing the classes to know how students are working, using the adequate for each of them, and if they are motivated. Then we will make interviews with teachers and students to collect data.
This is all we have so far. Thank you for watching our video and for your attention.